It is getting hot out, and we're all planning those getaway trips. So let's sit crooked and talk straight about car safety as we get ready to hit the roads with my man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Shahe of Mazvo. Sir, how are you doing?
I am doing great. How about yourself, good sir?
You know, I literally just came off the road myself. I'm so glad that I got some tips before I hit it. Got home safely, but let's go ahead and get into this because we want people to hit the road safely.
Yes.
So let's talk first the basics, just checking the basics.
Absolutely. The basics starts with, as always, belts and hoses and the battery. Battery's crucial. We've discussed this many times. Anything that's over 2.5 years old, you're going to go on a long trip, don't chance it. Just get it replaced. Like this one is April of 21. So here we are, 23. This is pushing that 2 year, a little over 2 years. So this should be replaced if you're going to go on a long trip. Belts and hoses, fluids, obviously. Most of us know how to check our own fluids, coolant level, brake, all that is the basics. And then, of course, tires. Tires are crucial as well. We know we've discussed this many times. Anytime you get dry rotting or cracking in the tire because of it being 4 years or 5 years old, get it replaced. National Highway Safety Association says 5 years or older, get it replaced regardless of tread wear. Tire pressure, of course, make sure that the tire pressures are good. Windshields, if you have any cracks in the windshield, get that taken care of. You don't want to be bumpy roads and then have that in your line of vision. Wiper blades. Crucial to open the wiper blade and wipe your arm down to make sure that it's not tearing and that the rubber is good and there's no tears in it. So get that replaced because you never know you're going to run into rain or not.
Yeah, you know, and so funny you're talking about the wiper blades. I think, Shahe, everyone thinks, well, I didn't use them, but they get old cracky from our weather back and forth. So it is definitely to go, no, before you hit the road, change those out, which are so important. That's what we're talking about, the clear, of course, line of vision right there for us. Okay. Most important thing is emergency kits. What do we need to have in those kits, or what do we need to have in our car in case of emergencies?
Yeah, emergency kits, I mean, obviously it starts with the basics. I have just a regular one for, for Band-Aids and whatnot, but the emergency kit entails of flares, jumper cables, a good flashlight, an extra charger for your phone, actually a cheat sheet of phone numbers of doctors, family, and so on, because our cell phone dies and there's no way to recharge it, and you need to use somebody else's phone. As we all know, everything's in that phone. I can't remember any numbers, but you have that cheat sheet ready to go, be able to call family and friends and say, hey, I'm stuck, or I need help, or whatever the case may be.
I love it. Okay, let's talk about keeping ourselves safe. And Shahe, this is one thing that I was reading about, is that thieves are now stealing information from our cars because we hook up to Wi-Fi, we do different things, and we put stuff on our phones like unlocking our car and stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it starts with this, basically, this is called a Faraday bag, and this protects the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth signal. And basically, you just take the key and you put it in here and it blocks it. And so what happens is thieves come to your home late at night and they skim around with a laptop portion and they go around the wall of your home to pick up a signal, and they have another guy waiting by your car with one of these blank ones that they get the signal and they program it, and now they can get in your car and go. So when you get home, most of us throw the key next to the door or a table, something like that. If you get a Faraday bag, you throw it in there and you basically lock it up like so. It protects all the Wi-Fi signals, so if thieves are going to come in, whether it's hotel room, motel, home, they're not going to pick up that signal.
Yeah. All right. I love that you gave me this tip for my daughter's car, and that was to get a shield to protect the catalytic converter. They're still taking those, aren't they?
Oh my goodness, they are. They're doing it very quickly now too, and now it used to be just 2 people. Now, because the profits are so big on the black market, they got 4 guys jumping in, 2 on each side. They raise it up, cut it. They're out of there in less than 3 minutes. And on the street, they're worth anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000. And you want to make sure that you protect that. So get a shield. Most cars have shields that you can install. We install them here. You can also get a strap that put on. So there are 2 versions that will cover all cars. So if you want to do that, make sure you're on top of it and let your insurance know, hey, I got a shield or a strap. So that's also covered under your policy, because if you get into an accident and that shield gets destroyed, that also gets repaid, so you're not out the money.
I like it. I'm going to go and throw this plug out here, but hopefully you are getting your professor degree or whatever, because you are also teaching young kids, new kids. We got graduation going on. They're getting cars, about their cars, and that's one thing you want to make sure you do. So remind people that you actually teach people and kids about changing oil, looking at things and stuff. They can come talk to you, can't they?
Yes, they can, and we do it on Saturdays twice a year, and basically there's 30 students. We do it here. It's a free class. Teach them how to jump start a car, how to change a spare tire, how to check fluids, how to read the owner's manual, all the basics, plus touch fluids, smell fluids, look at what brakes and tires looks like, all for empowerment. Teens, men, women, anybody that wants to be empowered, it's a great class.
There it is. We have sat crooked and talked straight with the man himself, Mr. Shahe Mazvo. Tell them where they can find you, Shahe.
Yes, sir. We're at 4610 North 7th Street, just south of Highland on the west side of the road.
There it is. Thank you, Shahe.